Only reason why Chelsea should sign Valentin Barco. Only two. People come out here trying to give you five, trying to give you three, trying to give you six. I only have two for you. Listen, welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nick. Let's chat football. Let's get into it. Don't rush. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Take your time. Before we get into the whole Valentin Barco thing, how about you just hit the like, hit the subscribe, show this channel some love. Listen, it's not difficult, right? Much appreciated. Yeah? I just need the support. I need the motivation and all of that good stuff. Please. Thank you very much. Now, let's do it. Why should Chelsea sign Valentin Barco? Now, if you're a Strasbourg fan, let's be honest, right? The fact that you already heard the name Valentin Barco and why Chelsea should sign him, you already trying to turn off this video, right? You already hit every single thing that I'm about to say. You haven't even heard me yet, but you hit it. Now, if you're a Chelsea fan, on the other hand, you're interested. If you're a neutral fan, by the way, welcome, yeah? Welcome to the channel. If you're a Chelsea fan, even if you're first time, welcome. But let's get into it. Hear me out. Hear me out. Valentin Barco, right, is one of the best players right now in Ligue 1, right? You can look at him and arguably right now people will say, okay, he deserves to be in the team of the year around that. You can make the argument for him. I'm not saying he should be there. I said you can make the argument for him, right? One reason why I think Chelsea should go get him, it will be cheaper. You don't have to worry about the price. You don't have to worry about his wages. It's gonna be easy money, right? How much you gonna have to pay him? So much. You gave him a 50k, 75k a week. He's taking it. Big. He's coming to Chelsea, playing Premier League football, playing possibly Champions League football. If we do get top four, right? All of that. He's moving to a higher club, better club, more exposure and all of that. But now outside of that, the reason why it's cheaper for Chelsea, then Chelsea don't have to go outside, right? Looking for the like of Anderson. Now, because if we say we're going for Anderson, Chelsea have to splash at least 180 million on Anderson, right? Now, it's been reported that the midfield position is not a priority, and I get that, and I understand why, and I'm with that. It's not a priority, but they're also looking to to strengthen it a little bit. The defense on the other end is the priority. They're looking for defense and an attacker, right? So those two are the priority, not so much of the midfield. Right, and I get that. So you don't have to spend money on Anderson, spending 100 million or so, and you don't have to do that also with what's it called, Felix from Dortmund. Right, name whoever Chelsea's after right now, or monitoring or looking at. You don't have to spend money on those people. I heard rumor that we want Adagula as well. We don't have to go after Adagula if we have him, right, basically doing what Adagula could do. Right, so you don't have to spend that money on anybody. You can just take, it's like, especially for Bruco, it's to taking money from your right hand into your left hand, or your left hand into your right hand. Right, it's easy that you don't have to spend that much on the player himself. And I think the player himself might be keen on the move. But when it comes down to it, what's it called, Strasbourg fans, they're definitely going to hit Chelsea and hit Bruco, because we already have the like of Emega coming in. Saw is already at the club, right? And now Chelsea fan, what's it called, twerking for what's his name, Moreira, right? Understandably. And now we also want Barco, and then what's his name, Palatini. Chelsea fan will also love it, but we cannot have everything, right? So we basically have at least 4 different Strasbourg players that we're looking to have, this coming summer. Emega, Saw is already there, and now we're looking at Barco as well. I think we have another person too that should be coming as well, but I can't really remember the name, right? So look at all of that, right? There is, in few years, or maybe in the next year, we'll be talking about Dure as well to come to Chelsea for instant. That's not what we're here for. We're talking about Valentin Barco today. Right? One of the best players right now, right? If you look at this guy's stats over the course of a year, right? You look at him, you don't see any reason why he shouldn't be at Chelsea. And the reason why I'm saying this, because at some point, not even at some point, I think next summer, right, the lack of PSG and somewhat of a big name club will come in knocking the door for him. So he's going to leave at some point. And as a Chelsea fan, I just want him leaving. If he's leaving Strasbourg, he better be leaving to the bridge. He's better be leaving to go to Chelsea, to go to Cobham, right? That's why I'm making this video. It's not because he's going to leave Strasbourg, whether you like it or not, right? Somebody's going to come in for him. What's his market value right now? About 20-something million or so, right? That's his current market value. But if somebody comes in for him right now, they might pay around, let's say, 35 to 40 million, maybe 45 even, right? Why don't you just, Be okay with it that your sister club Chelsea comes in for him. It's like he's not going that far away anyway. He's just going, your sister club. Be okay with it. You trying to help us out the same way we help you out, right? You know what we do. Now you got Penders that is there, our goalkeeper. We gave it to you. He's killing it for you, right? It's important for you. It's our goalkeeper. There's a possibility he even might go back on loan next season. Who knows? I won't count on that. But another reason, number two, Enzo replacement or Enzo understudy. And Enzo replacement or Enzo understudy. Why am I saying this? We see there are rumors where Chelsea, no, not Chelsea, but Real Madrid is trying to get Enzo Fernandez. Now, they say Vitinha is a priority for them, but if they can get Vitinha, I think Fernandez might be somebody they will want to go for. So how about we have him as Fernandez replacement? Because if you look at him and look at Fernandez, you see similarities. We brought in Santos as Fernandez, understudy, right? We can also bring him as Fernandez understudy. We brought in Santos. Now, you and myself know, if you watch Chelsea or if you watch football, you will rather see Santos in that Caicedo role than in that Fernandez role. And now, when it comes to that Caicedo position, we already have two people, now possibly three. Isugu, Lavia, that is coming back, and now we also have Santos that is also there. So those three people. So basically, there's no one to play in that Fernandez role. Now, if you can also add, what's his name? Rich James to it. So that's basically four people that could play in that Caicedo role, right? But we don't have anybody to be able to play in that Fernandez role, to be able to control the game, the tempo of the game, right? To be able to regulate things, how it goes, to be as creative as well. But then you look at Barco, right? Now, don't go anywhere. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, right? Let's look at this. What SofaScore have to say? Look at his strength. Playmaking, tackling, ground duel. Tell me that doesn't scream Fernandez. Tell me, if you watch football, tell me that right there doesn't scream Fernandez. You look at that, tell me it doesn't scream Fernandez. Playmaking, Fernandez, right? Tackling, to understand Fernandez. Ground duel, to understand. So basically, we have Fernandez with a little bit of agility, right? And he's Argentine as well, right? And Fernandez, that is a little bit agile. That's it. And then they say weakness, they say no outstanding weakness. Now, I would personally go and say his, what's it called? An area duel, you would say, that's his weakness. But equally so, he's not playing as a defensive mid. If he was playing as a defensive mid, now he could play there according to SofaScore, right? If you look at this, right, DM, he could play there as well. But mostly we want to get him for that Fernandez role. If you look at him, he can advance with the ball, he can drive with the ball forward, right? As much as Fernandez can. So it's not just he can play make, but he can also control the game. And when we need to advance with the ball, we give him the ball, he can drive with it forward. And he's left-footed, right? So imagine that. Imagine that, right? But it's a weakness, no outstanding weakness. Obviously, he has some weakness, right? If you watch his game close and close, like I said, he will say he have outstanding weakness, especially when he coming into the league, the Premier League, where physicality becomes the order of the day. He will see maybe a little bit more weakness in terms of his physical prowess, right? I don't think he have that, in the locker yet. But in terms of technicality, the brother is on it. Look at this. Creativity 71. What else you want? Technicality 64. Tackling 58, right? We don't expect that much for him. Defensive work, attacking 60. Tell me, what else do we want? What else do we want? Now, let's compare him to Enzo, right? And let's see. I expect Enzo to be a little bit ahead of him in terms of on nearly all of these things, especially creativity, because I think Enzo might have a little bit more stack, especially recently, the goals and the assists that he been adding to his tally. So I would expect, I would expect a little bit of that, right? So again, I'm right? There we go. So you get to see these two people attacking. Fernandez have 65 and he have 60, not 5 off, right? Not very far. And then you have creativity. Fernandez has 75. He also have 71. Now, you see, defensive work, he has 61. Fernandez, 42. You cannot rely on Fernandez when it comes to defending. We know that. Now, tackling, he have 56. Fernandez have 55. Like I told you, right? So it's like Fernandez, he's basically Fernandez that is a little bit more agile. That's it. Technicality, he beat Fernandez in that 64 to 61. So tell me, what more do we want? What more do listen? This guy If he comes to Chelsea, he is it. Right, in that Fernandes role. If Fernandes get to leave, I don't think we'll be missing a whole lot. Especially Liam Rosinio already knows him. Right, the same way he knows Enzo. Now look at the football Enzo Santos is playing right now, right, on the Rosinio. Pretty much what we saw him do at Strasbourg. The man is there, he's locking it up, playing next to Caicedo. Now reduce that burden that is on Caicedo. If you pay attention, since he started playing consistently with Chelsea, right, the load on Caicedo reduced, because now Caicedo doesn't feel like he have to, be the one to put in every single tackle, even though he do put in those tackles, but he's not getting that much yellow card anymore. Right, it's reduced because now you have Santos that could also be able to handle stuff. But before, it was basically just Caicedo. Right, now we're not talking about Santos here, but you get my gist. So now bringing him under Rosinio, or manager that he knows, right, that he play with, that he's comfortable on, we might get another Andre Santos. Right, so I'm 100% for this. Barco to Chelsea, get it done. Bluco, you got one job. Yeah, make sure you, no PSG, no Liverpool, nobody should go after this guy. Right, Chelsea, get it done. The summer window, let's see him at Chelsea. I'll take him. Now, if you can get the Anderson and all of that, plus him, I'll take it. Maybe if you want to get him and then send him back on loan, I'm also okay with it. But I don't want it. I want him in this squad, because Kendrick Pius right now, we cannot rely on him. The brother went to Strasbourg. It's very same place that Barco plays at. He and Barco by far possibly play in the exact same position, and Barco best him. The both of them are Argentine. Yes. Barco best him. So you tell me which one you think you want, right? Kendrick Pius definitely need another loan. With the way everything is going, he definitely need another loan. And I'll say his next loan spell should be in the league, either in the league or in the championship, somewhere where he gets to get an experience of what the league is. And I think the championship would be a fair bit of an experience with that. Or maybe he goes to like a Dortmund or somewhere like that, right? And let's see what happens. But Barco to Chelsea, Bluco, you got one job. Get it done. But thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts down below. 2 reasons I gave you. One, he's cheaper to come to Chelsea, and another one, possible Fernandes replacement or Fernandes understudy. What do you think about that? Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Don't forget again, hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you in the next video. Adios, amigos.